All right, so certain things, can be a trigger for, people. And for those who doesn't understand, they think that you're bad or whatever. But let's talk about, for example, yawning, right? As we all know, yawning is contagious, right? If you on the phone with somebody and they decide to start yawning, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna do it too. So you tell them, hey, don't do it. If they're in front of you, they do it. Guess what? It's gonna happen naturally. Well, some people refer to energy or whatever, however you want to call it, but it's the same thing that goes with negativity. If you sit around somebody that complains all the time, or someone that sometimes some people have to talk about, what they have going on, which is understandable because we do, we would like people to hear us for a second, just a maybe second, opinion or whatever. But if you notice that someone around you or in your life constantly does that, and then you sit there and indulge in it, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to eventually become that, or you're going to start complaining and whining 24/7. So in order to avoid that from happening, yes, you can listen, but you got to understand and know when to tell the person, hey, come on, let's switch the subject. Let's talk about something else, Because if you don't, that's what's going to happen to you. Some people actually enjoy that. They may say they want to change, but that's not really true. As a matter of fact, some people are put in your life just to do that. And they ended up draining you of your good energy. They dump all their problems on you, and then they go around and make themselves really good and turn around and talk shit about you. So you have to know when to tell these people to stop. Yes, they're not gonna always like it, but over time, you may not have much friend, but sooner or later, the right people will come in your life. Or better, you're gonna start feeling good. Feeling good in your own energy. And you're gonna understand and know when to detach, because those things affect us physically. Because when you sit there, as a hairstylist, just perfect example, hairstylist or barber, when you sit there and listen to a client all day, every day, complaining, and every single client comes to you, they're complaining about their problems, then you sit there and indulge in it. When you go home, you start having, all this back pain, shoulder pain, like whatever. And then you wonder why, you were in so much pain. When the day before you cut 20 people and you were fine. But the day that you had, less people, but these less people sat there and talk about nothing but negativity, you're a lot more tired. So think about that as you're going back to work or at work, you know what I mean? Because it's not good. It's bad. It's negativity transferring. And some people enjoy being like that. And they tell you that themselves. Or I'm lazy, or yeah, I know I'm negative, or I know I'm an asshole. Duh, so why do you continue to do that? And why do you think that I'm going to sit there and continue to indulge in that with you? Because I'm not that person. So yes, you're going to be the bad guy if you do, point these things out to some people. But at the end of the day, it will worth your peace of mind. And you can think of something better to do with your life, with your time, with your kids, with yourself. So don't feel bad. And sometimes you can kind of see, if you have to live with people like that, you can actually see that they're making changes. Even if they go back, but just don't ever forget who you are and stick to what you believe. Because at the end of the day, karma is a bitch. They'll get that what's coming for them or to them. But you just keep being yourself. And if these people are good people, they'll understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, what you mean. And if they're not, they have a problem with that, then that's how you know. They're a bunch of narcissistic people that are here to just simply drain you of your good source of happiness. Because that's the only way they know how to be happy. And if you notice, everything around them is not going so well either. I wonder why.